Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will put toe to leather to crank us up. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. What a snag by the defense. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there.
All kinds of running room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're going to ride this running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Steps away to find some room. And he's got it! Touchdown, Florida! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He's going to bring it out from deep. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Daniels. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Last meeting was a classic as the Gators pulled out a close one.
Guys, it's a rivalry game that gets circled in the offseason. And for Gator fans in Gainesville and across the country, they have been bragging all year long after that win last season.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Had to throw it before he wanted. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, wants to throw it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll throw one to his right. Picked off. Turns it on in midfield. Got some room to run. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Dances away to buy time. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back looking for help. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start to feel. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, and you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in '06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they swarm him under. The head coach going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on 4th and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have...
Fires the pass, intercepted.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking for a gap. It's Daniels. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st?
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Grab near the marker, it's Wilson. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Bates. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to convert this second and short. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Right down the middle. And the pass is intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it down the left. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're bringing heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On second down, just keeps firing. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Touchdown Gators! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got his man quickly. Got room at the 35. Nothing but green ahead. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Seminoles! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 13 to Texas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already, I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Can't hang on, he muffs it. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. And they can't make the connection.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Got a man, it's McCoy. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play.
Trying to pick up a first down. They'll run play action. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They want to just keep throwing it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another day.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Offense getting set for first down. Hands it off. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown Gators! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Makes the catch on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They were backed up in their own end. Now a bit of a change of sceneries there across the 35. 1st and 10 from the 36. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Croman Hope. Looking for a deep man. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Offense set on first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Shows him the stiff arm. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle. It's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
On second down, looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Number 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not